So let me do my usual demo. So I'm gonna turn into test student, and let me start with the multiple choice timed assessment, which I'm realizing I probably forgot to unlock it, but that's fine. But at the point of the semester we are on, I can simply click through stuff here. Viewed. I'm gonna mark this as done. So this is now marked as done, and I need to bring up this page and mark it as done. And that'll hopefully clear all the week 8 stuff. And I should now be able to do timed assessment, the starting with the multiple choice, and I'm continuing with my practice. And I do realize at some point there's just way too many examples. There is a point of diminishing return. I've done the multiple choice timed demo, timed assessment demo. I number them so that I can count. This is the number 5, number 6. So I've done this 6 times. Counting the one that's here. So I've done it a lot. I recognize the point of diminishing return. But what I'm going to do today is a little bit different from anything that's here so far. Because this is something that I started doing, I think, last semester. Basically, friendly competition with the ChatGPT. I'm going to go through the multiple choice timed assessment once. Basically cheating. This is something that you should not be doing because, again, I'm not joking in any way when I say this is cheating. During the timed assessment, really you are supposed to have no outside help. So any outside help that's basically not your textbook or the Canvas site, then it's not allowed. By using outside help, you've violated honor code. If you've ever done it, don't admit to it because, again, it's like, admitting to a crime. Except, it's not really a crime, but, it's not something you're supposed to be doing. But me, as your instructor, just keeping track of what's technologically possible and just staying ahead of the trends, making sure that I'm aware of what really dishonest student could do, so that when I see certain things, because this really did used to be that, and that was the reason for the 10-minute time limit, that it would be such a short time limit that it's not possible for people to get help from check in the 10-minute time limit. With ChatGPT, I know, I've been doing it in slightly under 4 minutes under ideal conditions. So, I'm just gonna keep up. So I think in the past that sometimes ChatGPT, got like 70%. I think this semester so far it's gotten 90%. Don't know if I remember seeing it get 100% yet. So this is going to be what we'll do for the next 5 minutes and then 50 minutes after that. So for the next 5 minutes or so, I'm going to cheat my way through copying and pasting questions from the assessment into ChatGPT, entering answers from ChatGPT. I'll give ChatGPT the best chance of defeating me by being as efficient as possible in copying and pasting and trying to answer the questions in the least amount of time possible. Accuracy, there isn't much I can do about that. That's the competition part. And then after that's done, I will see if I can beat ChatGPT on time and accuracy. And this is the competition that I fully expect to lose at some point, because these multiple choice questions, they are simple questions. They are really testing your surface level knowledge. So even though generative AI doesn't truly think, I do believe it'll have no trouble getting all the questions right all the time in a pretty short amount of time. So this is a competition that I do expect to lose, the way I lose in competition in multiplying 2 3-digit numbers with a calculator. Of course, like calculators are faster than that. Answering questions like this, yeah, generative AI will be better than I am. But I am still the better physicist when it comes to the harder questions. So let me start with a prompt that's designed to give ChatGPT best chance of defeating me in time. So, hi, I'm back practicing, quote unquote. multiple choice questions. I have a 10 question set that I'm going to paste in the questions of. Would you please answer those questions as quickly as possible? I just want the answer first and maybe a brief explanation. Thank you. After it's done answering, I'm gonna start the clock and try to be as quickly as possible. It didn't ramble on about ethical ramifications of what's probably a academic dishonesty. Sometimes the reasoning kind of unfolds, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why it sometimes I don't know. No. I'm gonna start and I'll be so not gonna talk a lot. I'll just try to be really quick about copying and pasting once the clock starts. Hmm, almost misclicked one thing. I mean, my mouse cursors are really not visible to me recently. This is hide in the white background. Okay, I'm gonna. So I think yeah, one way in which I can be faster is basically uh, paste in the question and then while it's answering, then enter the answer. Okay. Oh wow, I'm gonna lose on time. I think. Uh, any forms of energy. What? And by the way, if what I'm doing is confusing, yeah, that's one of the reasons you shouldn't cheat. Cheating is confusing, doesn't teach you anything. Uh, and I am trying to keep in my head. It wouldn't surprise me if I confuse myself at some point. Because even though I am pretty good at multitasking, as you've seen some of my demos, it's not. Yeah, see, I meant to paste in the question first, and I kind of missed that. At some point, as I try to go faster and faster, I will make mistakes. So, um, can I do sub 3 minutes? That's kind of what I'm hoping for with each optimization in how efficiently I cheat. Uh, oh, I thought I pressed the wrong key. Maybe not. Recoil energy is smaller. Recoil velocity is smaller. It didn't give me verbatim answer, but I think it's fine. That's probably right, maybe. I don't know. I'm not really reading. Versus the rate. Okay. Let me go to the top. Say progress. Yeah. So let's hope I didn't make any mistake. And this is gonna be. So I'm gonna lose this time. So it's impossible to beat it on accuracy. It got 100%. I don't think I can beat it on time. 2.5 minutes. Yeah. As I was saying, I do fully expect to lose. Let me just do this before I fight the hopeless fight. I'm just gonna slowly scroll so that in case anybody's actually trying to learn, this was the ChatGPT's answer. They were all right. I'll give you some chance to read the explanation. If you need to pause the video and read, you can. I'll just slowly scroll through. Here's question 1. Here's question 2. And here's question 3. And if there's time at this session, I will demonstrate later how you might ChatGPT in a way that's not cheating, but actually trying to learn. Because, when you have access to a really smart being, you can abuse that relationship and basically abuse that to cut corners. Here's question 5. Or you can make a productive use of that relationship. and help. It's having a tutor available. So here's question 6. Um, Here's question 7. So I think I'm gonna go for the moonshot in that I'm gonna try to beat it on time and still tie it on accuracy. I don't know if that's possible. I don't think I've ever done these questions in 2.5 minutes. But until I try, I don't know how fast I can do stuff. So I think I should try. Here's question 8. You can pause the video and read the explanation if you want. Here's question 9. And here's question 10. Yeah, so 2.5 minutes, that's less than 30 seconds per question. 15 seconds per question. Yeah. Uh, Part of me wants to just um, try to tie it on accuracy and give up on beating it on time. But that feels like my time zone is messed up somehow, but it's fine. It should be fine. So the reason it says it's due Tuesday at 7 a.m. is because for whatever reason, my open math right now thinks my time zone is something other than Pacific time zone. That's why these times are also not, current time right now, 11 a.m. I don't know what time zone he thinks I'm at. Greenwich Mean Time? Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, let me. So I'm not gonna say anything as I do this attempt because the talking takes away concentration time. And I definitely don't have any time to write anything down. Any algebra I need to do, I'm just gonna do in my head. I'll type things out here for any number calculation I need to do. And yeah, my goal is to be faster than 2.5 minutes, faster than 15 seconds per question, and still get 100%. I have a suspicion I'm gonna fail on both counts, but I gotta try. So, all right. No, I think I had that question. I wasn't really reading the question, but I remember the choice. I did it on time, and I tied it on accuracy. Now, this is a terrible teaching, of course, because you don't. Most of you don't know what it is that I was doing. Well, okay, so my time. Over the 4.3 minutes total, 2.5 was ChatGPT. So my time was 1.8 minutes. And I got all the questions right. And just to we explain one thing that might have been confusing. Here the answer I got was well, so I was typing in this. So this is just me typing in. Sorry, 1 second. I don't know why this auto thing that was popping up before is not doing that. But anyways, I got number that looks like this, like 6.8 something times 10 to the 7. And even though the power was wrong, I still recognize this as correct choice on two bases. One, I didn't say 6.8 times 10 to the 7. And two, I didn't correct the mistake because it wasn't relevant. This actually was supposed to be 22 times 10 to the 3 because it's 22 and then three zeros. So once I recognize, oh yeah, I made a mistake there. So this is actually correct answer. I would have gotten, correct. Well, yeah, the correct power of 10 with that. So once I knew that, then I moved on. I didn't linger here because I was trying to beat ChatGPT on time too. Um, so the rest, if you want an explanation, I believe you can just take a screenshot and ask ChatGPT, and it'll probably give you the right answer, I think. So like here, let me go back to where I was before. I can ask ChatGPT like this. And this is, I guess, a mini version of how you might use ChatGPT in an academically honest way. After you've done the attempt and you are trying to study, you are trying to figure out, what did you miss? And here, let's say I don't know what I missed. Let's imagine I missed the 2 questions out of 10. And this is one of the questions I'm not sure about, so I ask. I missed the 2 out of 10 questions, and I think this might be the question I missed. Can you double check for me? And ChatGPT can tell you, oh no, this one is actually right, so you must have missed a different question. That's actually one way you can use ChatGPT in an academically honest way. You are just using it to study. It's a really smart friend, a virtual tutor who can respond to you almost immediately. So no network is yeah. I hit that limit soon, March. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So for this session, I think I'm done. For the remainder of the demo, I might actually use the other model. Yeah, is indeed. Yeah. So good. So let me scroll through the rest of the questions in case you're wondering how I got it right, and you want somebody to explain. Now, I won't explain right now because I want to move on to the freeform timed assessment. Leave enough time there, but you can ask ChatGPT and it'll probably give you correct explanation. If it gives you explanation that's that doesn't make sense to you, then send me a message. I'm happy to review it. Try to figure out if it's actually correct explanation, and if it is correct, take my own spin on it, and maybe my explanation will make better sense than ChatGPT's. Or sometimes it can be wrong. ChatGPT still is wrong from time to time. Although, like at this session particularly, it's done perfectly so far. So just not as fast as me because I'm still better. So, all right. So with that, it's possible that this multiple choice question set is actually easier. I think the kinematics one was on the harder end. Yeah, that's better.